In the solids to surfaces video, I showed how you can use the delete face to turn a solid geometry to a series of surfaces. But within this tool is also the option to delete and patch and the option to delete and fill. So if I use that first option, as I did in that video, this is simply going to remove out the face and turn this entire thing into a surface. The two other options, delete and patch and delete and fill, do two separate things. Delete and patch is going to remove out any cuts, or it's essentially going to create an untrim of the feature. So in this case, if I use delete and patch with these two features, it cuts those two away. So typically, it's just going to remove out the feature. If I remove out one face, it just removes out that feature. In that first delete face I created, it's a good reason to be careful about selecting multiple entities when using this tool, as sometimes it's not quite sure what you're trying to do. So it'll remove out more geometry than necessary. But the delete and patch tool will essentially untrim the surface and fill up a solid. You'll notice in the solid bodies folder that this is still considered a solid, as the delete and patch won't convert this over to a surface. The delete and fill command deletes out the face and creates a fill in the place of that face. Typically, depending on how you create the geometry or how the geometry was created to create this boundary, you're going to get roughly the same geometry or the exact same geometry. In the case of this cutout, the filled surface ends up being slightly different geometry than what I had created before, as that was created by a boundary cut. If you want more control over how the delete and fill command works, you can simply use the delete command and then the fill tool. So one of the options in the delete and fill is a tangent fill. And one of the issues with this feature is you typically won't get a preview of what this actually looks like, as that's going to create a round at the end. So this is one instance where it might be easier to simply delete out the face and create a filled surface. And the delete and fill tool, as well as the delete and patch, are quite useful with imported geometry. The delete and fill is typically more useful if you have a defective surface or if you have errors that need to be healed, whereas the delete and patch option is a useful option for removing out features. So in this case, I have a block with a series of fillets and some hole wizard holes. With the delete and fill command, if I chose something like this fillet, for example, it's simply going to delete it out and replace it. Whereas if I use the delete and patch and turn on this preview, I can see what the result of using this tool is going to be. If you're trying to remove out geometry with this tool, I would typically leave the Show Preview on, as if I select certain entities, I'm unable to create the feature I want. Whereas if I follow that preview, it does take a few features, but I should be able to remove out all of these fillets. And you can see this is a little bit arbitrary sometimes. You'd think that it would work with this surface, but it does not. So you have to go through and figure out what works. And this does take several features, but we are able to remove out all of those fillets. Similarly, I can remove out these holes just by selecting those two faces, or I can even extend this chamfer by just deleting the through hole. And you can see in this case, as the feature was conical, typically the delete and fill option will also create a fill over that boundary. But I'll go ahead and remove out any other features that I wanted to remove. And now I just have the base geometry to work with. So once again, if you are working with imported geometry, this is a great way to simplify down the parts that you're working with. Lastly, if you create a feature like a fill, a boundary surface, or a lofted surface, maybe a surface or a series of surfaces that you might want to replace, you can simply use the delete tool and then go about replacing this with several features. For example, I can create a boundary surface here, or I can even split this into multiple features. So if I want to separate the top area from this bottom and create an extra face, I could always come in and use the filled surface tool and create those surfaces. So the delete tool is useful for not only repairing geometry and removing features, but it can also allow you to split surface entities into separate sections and modify your geometry as needed.